Tonight, a man is in jail after a significant jewelry heist at a place that you wouldn't expect.
This one happened recently at the Williamsburg Antique Mall. And now 71-year-old James Copeland is locked up nearly 200 miles from here. Tonight, our Chris Horn with why Copeland is no stranger to police. Chris?
Yeah, Asia, James Copeland is a grand larceny suspect in York County. He's also connected to jewelry heists in Maryland and Ohio. And less than 10 years ago, he went before a Richmond judge on a charge of murder. And that career might have started nearly 40 years ago. A woman was stabbed in a Richmond home in 1987. Police matched James Copeland to the crime through DNA. He was already in prison, serving 4 years in New Jersey. Jewelry is the link that ties those two cases with a grand larceny in Williamsburg 5 weeks ago at the Antique Mall.
We pulled the video and some still photos from up there and learned that this same gentleman had been in the store the day before, on the 16th, and what we believe he was doing was obviously casing the place.
The Antique Mall has glass display cases, and Copeland is believed to have gotten through the locking devices and swept dozens of items into a bag. Total haul about $17,000.
We actually have photographs of him stealing the jewelry from the counter. Had some photographs of a vehicle that he used.
That led them to Copeland, who lives in Washington, D.C. The York Sheriff says this career criminal's resume is growing.
He is also a suspect in an antique mall theft in Frederick, Maryland that's very similar to what happened here. There's a jurisdiction in Ohio that's investigating Mr. Copeland as well for another theft of jewelry there.
Back to Richmond, Copeland was charged with murder in the stabbing death of Roberta Porgia. She sold jewelry from her home, but prosecutors decided to set aside that murder charge. Montgomery says if Copeland's convicted this time, he won't walk.
And I hope Mr. Copeland learned in this particular case, you can drive here from Washington, D.C. and steal jewelry, not in York County, you're going to go to jail.
So far, none of the stolen items from the Williamsburg Antique Mall has been recovered. York authorities plan to bring Copeland back from D.C. Monday to face that grand larceny charge. The Richmond Commonwealth's Attorney's Office would not comment on why the murder charge against Copeland was set aside. Keep in mind, it was not dismissed. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.